GMs, guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in 30 minutes every single day. Wherever you're watching, smash the like on this show. We're live right now over on Abstract. We're live on X. We're live over on YouTube as well. Wherever you're watching, hey, come over on the YouTube side. Subscribe to the show. It's Crypto Slam over on YouTube. Guys, let's get right into the show. There's plenty of fun updates for you. One I'm actually really looking forward to chit-chatting about our friend Billy Betts. By the way, let's throw this out there. It's a live show. If the Billy Betts team happens to be out there watching, Bunshu, any of the other devs, if you're watching, you want to come up and chit-chat about Billy Betts, come on up. Otherwise, we'll get you scheduled on the show. Kat's good to see you, man. Make sure you follow along over on X as well, guys. It's SlamAI_XYZ, and check out the light paper over on the website. And then our flagship AI agent, it is the Swarm_AI. Virtual's ACP's going live very, very soon. Our very own Swarm will be in one of those swarms. It's the Autonomous Hedge Fund, along with Loki, who was on the show last week, and AIXBT is in that swarm as well, and AIXVC, who we're working on getting on the show as well. Velvet Unicorn in the swarm as well. We'll have them on the show right here tomorrow. So looking forward to that conversation. If you want to get that peek into what's going on behind the scenes here, right, with those Virtual's ACP swarms, you don't want to miss tomorrow's episode. So, again, Velvet Unicorn will be on. We'll hit them with, well, you guys come to and drop your questions here for those guys, things that you're curious about. I have plenty I'm wondering about, as close as I am to the building out of these swarms myself. There's plenty that I'm curious. So I can't wait. We'll throw some hardball questions at them too. Dates, times, alpha. How's it going to work? How big are we going to win in that trading down? I can't wait. Anyway, we'll have them on tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time, right here, everywhere you're watching now. You'll see us live tomorrow. Cannot wait. All right, now we're going to start with Billy Betts, as we do, because he's family, part of the Vader EAO family. That said, I feel like my title's sometimes clickbaity. We got big updates. We do. We have big Billy Bet updates, but I'm going to save those till after we get through the market talk. I like him. I want to riff on it a bit. But for right now, we do our daily check-in with Billy Betts. And how'd he do on his bets yesterday? Not his best day. Safe to say that. 3-6 on the MLB money line, wagered $9,000, down $2,800. Yeah, not his best day. I think we'll just leave it at that. Still total record in the positive here, and the ROI is actually still in the positive too. So still a winning agent. He's a winner to us no matter what. We're going to talk about the market here, but I as often as we see metrics that maybe prove our point, the reason of this show, talking about crypto and AI together, anytime I see any great evidence out there of it, I'm putting it right in front of you guys. And just to show again that the AI sector here in crypto is top dog. There's nobody that beats it. It doesn't matter if it's DeFi, memes, GameFi, ETF, any of that. Look, we'll see this shift around this year for sure. In fact, if you listen to my morning show, you know what I think about the stablecoin sector and how big that's about to get. And that might be in a matter of weeks at this point, guys, especially later this year, though. But still, I think nothing will beat AI, crypto AI. I think it's a very, very special thing that's happening here. Again, it's why we cover the crypto AI products and projects here so closely. So there you see, winning the mindshare race, over 31%, and not slowing down. Safe to say that. Okay, let's look at the market, see how we're doing here in the past 24 hours. Actually looking pretty decent. You'll see as we get to the individual tokens, a bit of a mixed bag, but up almost 4% in the past 24 hours, a $7.95 billion market cap here in crypto. Now, who is performing? No shock here. It's Fartcoin still on top. And we're looking at agents first, followed by Turbo, Ket, Alk, and Toshi. On the infrastructure side, it's Fed on top, followed by Virtual, AI16Z, Ask Venice, and Prompt. And then in DeFi, it's Venice, Hey Anon, Cortex, Graphane, and Ola. So I think across the board there, no surprises. And then we'll put them together. We're going to sort by mindshare, and I'm thinking the same thing. No surprises. Yeah, Fartcoin well in the lead here on top. Hyper. Cerebro really picking up some momentum here as far as mindshare goes, and market cap wise too, really bouncing back from his lows. Interesting to see that. AIXBT and then Virtual. I'm surprised about Cerebro, but we saw some price action for him in the past couple of days. So I guess I'm not surprised to see this on the 3-day view here. All right, let's zoom in a little bit here, starting with AIXBT, down almost 9% in the past 24 hours, $91 million market cap. Love that guy. By the way, I'll remind you there's the meme contest going on for AIXBT. I'll show you some details at the tail end, but you can win about $1,000 in that meme contest. Again, show you details here shortly. Ask Venice. Sorry, guys. It's Venice here, down 1%, $76 million market cap. Fartcoin still, he's cooking. He's cooking, down 3.7%, $1.09 billion market cap here. His big brother Goat, down over 4%, $64 million market cap. And then Prompt, actually a decent day here, up 12%, $69 million market cap here. A lot of action over there, actually. And we'll end on ARC, down 2.74%, $52 million market cap. Again, we'll check all these guys tomorrow. I keep my finger on the pulse of all these different sectors here by looking at these specific tokens here. As I'm looking at it, by the way, we have a pretty light day of news, which is nice, but we're going to give a special focus again to Billy Bets here. Okay, quite a few updates coming to Billy Bets. In fact, they're calling it Billy Bets 2.0, and I get why with this amount of updates and what it is they're updating. Starting with his, let's say, social media presence, his brain. We'll start there. Billy 2.0 upgraded brain of the operation. So you see often some of these guys build out these agents, the personality side, the part that's tweeting. It helps a lot, making them feel a little more natural, right? A little more alive, like you're talking to a person. He's getting that kind of update here. Natural language understanding, confidence score, and traceability. But here you go, a full relaunch of Ask Billy Bets on X. So he's getting a pretty nice overhaul. It might even be an entirely new model, like a completely new model that's trained. You take kind of the old training and you kind of just add on to it. We saw that a bit. Maybe some of you guys remember the Bull. We don't talk about the Bull much, but the Bull had some personality issues. It's safe to say that, right? There was a point where he had a personality upgrade. It was different. It was basically a new model, old version kind of taken over and retrained. Maybe the same here with Billy Bets. Also a Billy terminal, and this I love. Okay, so it's a command line interface here. You will be able to make bets with this Billy terminal, which is awesome here. So some example, bet 25 USDC on the Dodgers money line. Very, very interesting here. Billy reads your intent, shops the markets, calculates EV, and builds the transaction for you to sign. Interesting. Again, super useful. If you're into sports betting, I got to imagine it's got to be just so handy for you that he goes around and shops it and looks for the best market to place that bet on. I like it, man. We've talked about Billy Bets before. I think he's got a big old future here in the short term. AI-driven betting edge. Okay, let's see. Now he reads more than just odds. He's plugged into the blockchain using real-time data. I wonder how that ties into sports exactly. Like if there's on-chain sports data. I'm not exactly sure where the blockchain data or what part of this is on chain and how that helps him with these sports bets, but it is interesting. Underpriced bets, sharp liquidity moves, high EV positions. I wonder if he'll actually have betting on fungible tokens too. I wonder if that's where they're getting at. I wonder, or if they're just putting his own data on chain here. They have a new dashboard here as well. Full bet history, which is awesome for himself, also for you. So as you're using the command line and making your own bets, you'll have your own dashboard built out, which is pretty darn fantastic. And then back to that X layer here, real-time betting commentary, meme-driven engagement, threaded takes, AI banter, really good stuff. Yeah, again, he's getting a big old personality buff here coming out over the next 6 weeks. So we should get a lot of updates from him. We'll keep up with it live as it's happening too. And again, I think we got to get the Billy Bets team on here. I've spoken with Bunchu a few times and he's down to come on. So we'll get him on and talk about Billy Bets. Again, last point, I think you're going to start seeing Billy in some big places. That's not based on insider info. It's just instinct here. I think he's got some partnerships and cool stuff coming. Okay, moving on. This is actually a Virtuals update here. Now, Virtuals launched their Genesis program. It's like the Vader EAO, right? The early agent offering. It's token pre-sales. Now, when tokens or projects launch their token through Genesis, as of right now, there is no way built in for a token or for a project to lock up their tokens. So the virtuals team would just hold on to those tokens for now. They were just safeguarding them until this feature was live. That feature is coming, and it's coming very, very soon. So TLDR, soon devs, and they're saying in the coming days, devs are going to be able to lock invest their tokens right in that Genesis token or TGE platform. And then that's going to be a way that you can do your due diligence, or you should include it in your due diligence as you're researching these projects. How many tokens do they have? How long are they vested for? Um, just more insights and alpha for you. A little safety net that you know the team is not going to be able to dump on you in a certain amount of time, which is great. Now, in the meantime, I'm sure people are accumulating their Virgin points, right? These are points you get from holding Virtuals tokens, from trading certain agents. Maybe you get points for even holding. And we saw yesterday that they now have a Yaps type system. Basically, if you tweet about Virtuals and you submit your posts from X, they're going to give you some of these Virgin points, which is awesome. You can also earn points from staking your Vader tokens, right? Announced here just yesterday, that also DGen Ape Trader, if you stake your trust tokens, that's their token, you'll also get those Virgin points too. So there's multiple ways that you can earn these Virgin points here to be able to participate in future token sales. Love this. That's a great way from Virtuals, the Virtuals platform, to support these other agents out there, which is awesome. Again, you hold an agent's token, you stake with them, you're going to earn those Virgin points. Love it. Love it. That's these guys giving back to the broader AI ecosystem. I think that's awesome of them. Neurobro, of course, has an update, as they do every day. That team are builders. Really are, every single day with an update here, announcing that they're adding 2 powerful long-term crypto valuation models into Neurobro agents. Going to be honest, I didn't realize they had multiple agents. I know they have an agent in different ecosystems. I didn't know if they're considered separate agents. Maybe they are. But the pill multiple, I'm not going to pretend I know what that is, but also stock to flow model. So basically making their agents smarter, better alpha, better insights. Again, these are for crypto valuations. These guys, again, they just continue to cook and build and ship. Keep my eyes on them. Back to the AI XBT meme contest. If you saw yesterday the show, you already are aware of this, but this is just your reminder. You have about 24 hours left, maybe even less. Let's see. Yeah, probably a little less. You probably have about 20 hours here to go. But basically, guys, make an AI XBT meme, tweet, submit it. They're giving 10 people who have the best memes here 10,000 AI XBT. As of yesterday, it was worth about $1,100. So it's not a bad prize. They're giving away about 10,000 bucks, maybe. Yeah, actually about 11,000 bucks in total. Yeah, 20-ish hours to go. Worth doing, man. Hey, dude, if you're not great at making memes, go use ChatGPT, use Grok, use AI to make a meme. Become a meme lord. Go win some money. And then finally, this is a really interesting story, and it's not something I've focused on much, which is the compute side of AI, or more specifically, AI supercomputers and the power consumption. Look, we hear about this in the news. We've heard about it from the Trump administration. The amount of energy. Look, we're trying to be the AI capital of the world, just like we are the crypto capital of the world. And we've heard, just surface level, we heard about the kind of power consumption that's required. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't really conceptualize it. I could not picture what that really means. But we have a report here from Epoch AI, and it helps put things in perspective, how much power is actually being utilized here. It's pretty wild. Performance keeps growing, as I think people would assume here. But the power that it takes to power these AI supercomputers is absolutely insane. And so you see here, the performance is doubling every 9 months. More chips, higher performance chips, all that. But again, the power consumption is not slowing down. In the, well, how do we put it? I guess the way that these are becoming more performance efficient, it's not at the rate where it's helping to cut into the power consumption. Power consumption is still going up, up, up. Some specifics here. Here's one that stuck out to me. Power requirements continue to grow, doubling every year right now. Today, the most powerful AI supercomputers require 300 megawatts. Okay, again, these numbers don't mean anything to me, but this does. Equivalent to about 250,000 households. That I mean, to power one of these systems, it could be in total, but I don't think so. I think it's to power one of these. Yeah, actually, if we scroll up, it's to power one of these like AI supercomputers. The example they're giving here is XAI's Colossus. That is the name of their AI supercomputer. Again, it costs $7 billion for that system, but the amount of power that it would take to power 250 houses, it's pretty. You know what? I'll say this. It seems unsustainable. I don't think that's true, though. I actually think they're very much going to sustain it and even grow it because it is still um, growing here. In fact, that trend is going to continue here. They're saying it's going to grow at such a rate that these supercomputers and the leading AI supercomputer in 2030, so what, 5 years off, it's not going to be it's not going to take 250,000 houses or homes worth of power. It's going to take about 9 nuclear reactors to power something like that. That's where we're heading. Um, Boy, oh boy. Now, if you hear again the Trump administration talking about building nuclear power plants and a lot of them, and you combine that with knowing that they're really trying to push for AI, building an AI here in the States, you see those dots connecting here. Really, really interesting stuff. And again, not something I look at and read every day. So I'm happy to have stumbled on this. I'll drop it in the chat. Definitely worth reading here, guys. There we go. There is your update for today, April 24th. Again, we'll be back tomorrow with Velvet Unicorn on the show, talking about swarms, talking about their AI tools and products and their agent. I can't wait for that. So again, make sure you subscribe here on Crypto Slam over on YouTube and smash the like on your way out, fam. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you back here tomorrow. We'll see you. Bye.